I asked Meredith to sing that song because any of us that have lifted from one level of consciousness to another, we do find ourselves standing on an element we do not understand. And it takes just tenacity and faith to keep us even standing steady sometimes, much less moving forward. So it's a beautiful song, and I so appreciate that. All right, y'all, Becoming a Master. Last week, Cheryl did a beautiful service about following the Master. And she talked about how you'll have to discipline yourself to the Master energy. And it begins with having a heart that is prepared and ready. You have to have a ready heart, and you have to let your mind be open and let go fear and the logical thought process. Do y'all remember when she talked about that? If not, you should listen to it. It was a great, great service. And so when we're starting to follow or discipline ourselves to a new technique, a new master, we are definitely going into an unknown space, an unknown zone. We study, and we're trying to entrain to a belief system so we can become that belief system. So that was our step with Cheryl. And please go back and review it. So, metaphysical Christianity. We're talking a lot about the tenets of Inner Course Church. And a lot of people will come to metaphysics because they need their beliefs validated. Like they'll come in the door and say, oh my God, I didn't think anybody believed what I believed. This is awesome. You guys believe what I believe. This is amazing. And then they leave the door. And they don't come back because all they needed was to know there were other human beings that believed like they did. That's all they needed. They didn't want to open the door to see what does it mean like to go further with a group that believes that. Do you see? And that is fine. That's where their level of consciousness is needing. Just that validation that you're okay. You got a tribe somewhere. They're there. If you need them, go see them. That's fine. And then there are other people who come in and they go, oh my God, I want to become a disciple of this belief system. Not that there is a guru to follow, but I want to become a disciple to learn more about these beliefs and how they can fit in my life. I want to practice them. I want to learn more about them. And I want to dive in, not really understanding where it's going to take me, but I want to dive in because I know where I have been doesn't work. So I'm trying to do something new that will work for me. So they apply the teachings every day into who they are. And we all do this. We apply some of the teachings. Little by little, you will realize that you are not the same wobbly-kneed novice as you were when you began. Little by little, you realize it's changing my world. There's one woman who we love dearly, Carol White. She would come to Tuesday nights, and she'd newbie, wobbly novice newbie. She'd say, I get nothing in the meditations. And every Tuesday she'd go, I got nothing. I got nothing. and then one Tuesday night, out of the blue, she said, well, you know what I saw, blah, blah, blah. And the whole class went, Carol, you got something. She didn't even dawn on her that she'd gotten something. She had so slowly, consistently been trying at home meditating with, so slowly, consistently, nothing, full view. And it was so beautiful, and the class just, we laughed so hard. We loved her so hard that day. And from that day forward, she always got something very meaningful to her soul. So little by little, as we discipline ourselves to whatever belief we want to embody, it could just be the meditation, it could be trying to love people, it could be trying not to hold the harsh words, anything. Little by little, you'll wake up and you'll realize you're not who you were. You have become that. So you'll notice that you are strong in a belief that you did not hold months before. And when you do that, you're beginning to assist the consciousness of mankind. All right. In Jesus Teacher Healer, excuse me. This is in my 102. It says, when you were breathed forth from the Creator, the divine seed was planted in your soul, and it is expected that you will, in the course of life's experiences, in many incarnations, develop and unfold the rose of the Christ life. This can only be done by love, by the soul learning to love God and all of God's creations. All of God's creations. But this lesson, dear brethren, must be learned while you are in the physical body. The physical plane is your school. Never be eager to get away from your physical life. Guard it, protect your body. Make your body healthy and strong. Pray that you may live long in the land of the physical world, because in this state of life the soul expands and grows in wisdom and love. We were placed here to evolve, to become that love state in expression. And when we are that love state, we are Christ. We are one with Jesus Christ, one with the Christ love of God, our Father and Mother. So if that is our baseline and our beginning, where do we find ourselves today? We were destined to unfold the Christ-like self. And here at InnerQuest, it's easy to study, isn't it? It's easy to live, and it's easy to become the disciple to the Christ-like self. We have classes galore. Easy, easy, easy. But what about becoming a master? We're following the master. We're following teachings of the master. But what about us becoming masters? So, we become a master when there is a certainty about a belief or behavior that becomes our truth. A belief becomes our reality. When I am solid in what I know and I can live at a certain level of consciousness, I have mastered that level that I left behind. So, interesting thought? So think with me about one of the little kids downstairs. We can pick on Hazel. She won't mind. If you go to Hazel and say, "Oh, Hazel, you're 5, aren't you?" Do you think she'll say, "Oh, yeah"? She'll say, "Nope, I'm 6. Hazel, how do you like pre-K? I'm not in pre-K. I'm graduating from kindergarten. What's wrong with you? Keep up, people." Every level of experience, children know how to embody it. I'm done, moving on, next. I'm done, moving on, next. I'm done, moving on, next. They don't sit back and say, I don't know if I did well. I mean, I could ask one of you all, are you done with kindergarten? And you might go, I don't know how I did in kindergarten. I'm so worried about kindergarten. I don't know if I mastered it or not. Children embody the idea of mastership just like that. I mastered it, I'm moving on. I'm moving on, I mastered. Do we? So, babies own their knowledge and their experience makes them solid. Master is the one that owns an experience. The second aspect of a master is the one through whom the answer can be found. A master is not somebody who knows everything. A master is the one through whom the answer can be found. They were showing me as an example to share with you, if we have a problem with our computer system, I can say, Father, Mother God, please show me the answer to the problem of our computer system. Do I know anything about computers? Once they're beyond the screen I can see, I have no idea what's happening behind that screen. 0. So when I say, Father, Mother God, show me the problem with my computer, you know what I will see? I will see the face of one of you that knows computers. And Spirit will say, go ask them. Because they are the master at that. I am not the master at that. And if Spirit told me what to do, I wouldn't know what to do with it. Do you understand? It is not mine. It is someone else's. I can ask and be directed, but they can ask and hear. They can ask and get the answer. They can know because they have mastered that. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay. You can ask me Bible questions all day long. Did you know that? Go ahead, ask me Bible questions all day long. Now, I may not know the answer, but I can certainly get it. I have read that sucker, I'm talking the King James Version, over and over and over and over and over my whole life. I may not be able to tell you a specific detail, but I understand the energy, the people, the spiritual guidance, and I can say, Father, Mother God, what is the greater insight into this? And I will be told, and I will get the answer, and I can share it with you. Why? Because at some level, I am very content with the fact that I have mastered what I need to master about that book. I'm not an expert. I'm not an Aramaic scholar. I'm not any of those things. But for my life, I have mastered that book. I have spent 60 years with my head in that book. It's good enough for me. So I don't doubt if someone comes to me and wants to ask me a challenging Bible question, I'm ready. I'm solid, I know, and I know where to get the answer. That is mine, you see? Everyone has something in your world that you do master in, that you have mastered. We all do. Where we've invested our time and invested our talent and really grown our consciousness in that area. And you need to be able, well, you don't need to do anything. However, if you can begin to say to self, I own that about me, I am a master in that level. If you can say that to self, you can master in other levels. If you say to self, I don't know what I'm doing about anything, I'm a wobbly-kneed novice everywhere, how trainable are you? You have nothing solid within you. No place where you landed and grown. Got it? All right. Everyone has mastered. Mastering represents a commitment. When we are committed to something, we commit, we ask for guidance, we take action, and then we take responsibility. If you are in mastership of anything, you are taking commitment to it, you're committed to it, you are asking for guidance, you're seeking higher information, and then you act on that, and then you take responsibility. You don't say, God made me do it. You say, God and I are working on it. I thought that was going to be a good thing. Let's see what happens next. Let me do something else if it didn't come out the way I thought. Let me figure out what else I need to do. But I'm taking responsibility. It is part of my mastery. Do you understand? Taking responsibility, if you cannot do that, you can't go forward. You're still the novice. If you cannot own your mistakes with glory and grandeur, I certainly did that, and it was big. You cannot move past it. That is probably one of the foundational stones of really moving into mastery. Taking responsibility for where you are in your process and asking again for more guidance. Taking action again, not being afraid. And taking responsibility again. You guys with the circle of it? Okay. Mastery does not mean you know everything, as we talked. It means you can be taught, the one through whom the answer can be found. And it's about being solid. When we start investing in something, it's important that we realize that this is a heartfelt guidance system. Like Cheryl said last week, when we start the disciple process, the following the master, there is within us a heart desire that propels us forward. When we're beginning to own the mastery, we move from that heartfelt desire into the owning of it. And there's a moment where you do. I'm learning. Now I know. It's going to the I know part. That is where your power really begins, in that I'm know. I'm not master in many things. That's just the truth. I love to sew. I haven't sewed in 50 years. I yield to anyone who can sew. I honor you. Honor you. It's in my bones. It's in my DNA. It's in past lives. But I'm not doing it today. I love many things. I haven't done them. Because every bit of my time, every bit of my extra time in my life was committed to reading about spirituality, meditation, learning. My head was in it, every bit of it. So I cannot claim mastery of multiple things, but you can probably. Many of you have invested in many things over the course of your existence. Own everything that you have. Own all of it. I own all of mine in the metaphysical kingdom, of course. Outside of that, I trust you guys. You guys are my guys. If I need to cook, I'm going to ask somebody. Yeah? All right. And I yield to those who have mastered. Absolutely. I honor and yield to every one of you in your expertise. I own mine, and I honor yours. Okay. So here's my question that I want everybody to think about. When Jesus was speaking with the disciples, last week Cheryl talked about how the disciples came and they followed Jesus, and you know, his guidance was act in love and do to others what you would have them do to you. Those are your guidance until you get it. Let's think about the disciples that came to him. Every one of those men was a success in their life. They did not come to him saying, give me value in my life. Jesus, I don't know what I'm doing. They came to him and said, we've been looking for you. We knew there was a Christ coming. We've been looking for you. We've left our mastery. There were fishermen. There was a lawyer, all kinds of tax collector. There were all kinds of professional beings who said, yeah, I mastered that, and I'm ready to master this. You hear what I'm saying? They did not come wobbly-kneed. They came in already owning and knowing what it was like to be committed, to try, to take action, to do these things. They knew that. And they stood before him and said, yeah, we want to make you now the path. We're going to follow you. We're going to do what you want us to do. And we're going to learn, and we're going to learn. But what if Jesus said to them, you know what, guys? I think that's great. I'm glad you're shifting professions here. I'm going to teach you how to heal people. What would they have said? Really? John didn't heal people. They knew John the Baptist. John didn't heal people. They hadn't seen Jesus heal people yet. Really? We'll wait for the next guy. You know, oftentimes the path of mastery that you are on is going to take you to a space you cannot even envision right now. And if you do not have within you a sense of, I have already achieved and I've got the formula. I know how to do it. Put me on the path. I know how to do it. I've got the tenacity, the faith, and the commitment to work with God, and God and I can do it. And if it ends up into something outlandish that I never thought I'd do, bring it on. I'm ready. Do you understand what I'm saying? Those guys were solid, but if he'd led them with a whole thing, they might have hesitated. You are solid. And when you see your new thing that you're disciplining to, you may not have the whole thing revealed to you. Do you understand? You may question it. And now I can see people in this room that I met as they were beginning their journey. And if Spirit had said to them, yeah, you're disciplining yourself and you're going to end up being a reader, healer for the world, they would have said, no, I'm not. And yet they are. But they had to walk it, grow with it, follow guidance, accept responsibility, and stay committed to that path that was in front of them. The whole service that I'm seeking to convey to you is, your master's already. Quit pretending you're not. But let's own it. Let's be 6 years old. Let's own that we did graduate from kindergarten. Let's own that we've already done that. Let's own that we have the ability to go forward and to achieve greater and greater, and to shift professions or gears if we need to. If I can stand forth as a master in something, I can be mastered at something greater. And we've all done it. You guys hearing me? And the reality is, if we go back to Jesus, teacher, healer, everything you do is spiritual. Everything you do is spiritual. This is God's world. Doesn't matter what you're a master of. Everything you do is spiritual. Bring the love of God to it. Bring the light of God to it. Right? We had one young lady many years ago, and her boss got to the point where he would say to her, please go to the mainframe and Reiki it. It's not working. Because she had healed the mainframe many times. She would say to her, let me just pray and Reiki it. And he got trained. He knew what works. We can bring that light wherever we are. So, owning our mastery and building upon it. Own our mastery and building upon it. Unfolding the Christ light self. We're already Christed. We're already masters. We're already ready to take another step. And in this beautiful energy that everyone knows about, with all this planetary stuff that's going on this right today, like 10 objects in Aries, new beginning time. It's new beginning time. We can really just look at our heart, and before you launch on a new beginning, look at where you are, and look at the fabulous life of yours. What have you been working on? What are you solid in? What are you the master of? In your own heart. Nobody else has to agree with anything that you believe. You know what's going on. You know what you've done. You don't have to prove it to anybody. I own this. I am the master of this. I can hear. I can act. I am committed. I take responsibility. It's mine. And then, next. Is there a next step before me? Is there something further for me to do? And then, when you feel the call and you feel the love of Jesus Christ, you stand eye to eye. I'm walking with you. I'm walking it. And you feel that beautiful purpose of God love moving through you. Sound good and easy? Okay, let's go within. Just put your feet on the floor and take a breath. Father, Mother God, I ask that your infinite love just fill this space. Just feel everyone who hears this prayer. And I ask that a beautiful column of light come over them, the light of your love moving through their energy, and let them feel the beautiful radiance of who they are. You are a child of God. And if you hear my words, you are living in this reality, the school, this beautiful school. And feel the love of Jesus Christ coming forward and taking your hand. Just imagine that he can lift you up into a beautiful open space where it's just you, Spirit, Christ, God. And I want you to gently become aware of the energy that you have been committed to, the area of life that you have been mastering. Just become aware of one. Could be a relationship, could be you're mastering relationships, finances, creativity, oneness with God, whatever it is. I want you to feel that area and just get a glimpse, see yourself giving your time, your talent, your commitment. And I want you to send a thank you to yourselves, like a ray of pink light going to the vision you see. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the steadfastness. And I don't want you to let the vision go. I want you to pull it right into your heart. Just pull the vision of that wonderfulness of you right into your heart. Breathe it in. And just take a moment to look at Jesus, feel his presence. When it is time for me to take my next step, I am ready. when it is time for me to commit to master a new area, I am ready. And just feel the beautiful love of the universe supporting you. Feel that you are in the perfect time-space sequence for you. And feel the love of Jesus Christ and Father, Mother, God. I'm ready to unfold the beautiful Christ rose that I am. I'm ready to be. Feel the light all around you. Feel the love of Jesus as he gently takes your hand, and feel yourself just coming back down into the physical body. The body, physical body, feel yourself coming into the body. This vehicle that lets you navigate the school. Let your love fill this body. I love you, body. You're a good body. Feel your light expanding. Take a breath. And Father, Mother, God, we thank you that we are masters in a beautiful journey of love. And thy will be done. Thy timing be done. Your love fills all. And so it is. Thank you, God. And breathe, and when you're ready, you can open your hearts. I hope you saw something fabulous that you've been working on. If you didn't sense or see anything, you will. Remember Carol. It's coming to you when you're not ready. And you'll see it. It'll be right there. As I master, you master. As you master, I master. We're all moving in that beautiful flow of the united consciousness of humanity. And we all help each other. So my prayer for you this week is that you have a fabulous, wonderful week, and that you see yourself strong, committed, powerful. Say yay, God.